All right, guys. There's not a whole lot of videos on this carburetor. One of the most misunderstood carburetors. It works fantastic. It's very simple. It's only about 20 bucks. Okay. People don't know how to set them up right. It goes by the Performance Carb, Famous Carb, Delorto SHA clone. It is cloned after an actual name brand, Delorto. This is an Arbeo. This is another name brand. It's not a knockoff. The knockoffs are 20 bucks. These are like 60, but same difference. You don't need a special cable. You can use your factory cable, stock cable. Don't need it. This piece right here, get rid of it. You don't need it. That's garbage. Get your factory carb. You're going to unscrew off the factory carb and put that on the new carb. You only want to put it in a couple threads until it's tight. Doesn't need to be super tight, okay? That's how it's going to look. Your cable is going to sit pretty much just like that. All right? So, again, this piece, garbage. Get rid of it. All right. So now, what you want to do is unscrew the top. This has your choke and everything, your choke lever. That's what the cable goes through. All right. So there's the top. There's your choke lever. Remember that. Pull out your slide. This is your slide. All right. You want to grind the end of the cable down just a little bit. Don't need to go a whole lot because you're going to slide this in and then you're going to lift it like that. That's how it needs to fit. Okay? It's held in like that. All right? So, what you're going to do is you're going to slide this in. And there's supposed to be a spring. Where'd the spring go? There it is. Okay, you're going to take your cable. You're going to stick it in here. All right. You're going to take your slide. You put it in there like that, and your slide is going to sit in here. So that's how it's going to look. Okay. Now, remember that. You're going to insert the slide and your choke lever. All right. So that's how it's going to sit. Just like that. Put your screws in, make sure your gasket's in there. All right. So now the choke, basically, when you flip this, that lever right there is supposed to stick. Right in that little groove. That's what holds it. And then when you pull the cable, it releases. All right. Now, if you set it up to where when you pull the cable, when you pull your throttle open, okay, and it doesn't release, all you got to do is push forward on your choke lever. Just push forward and it releases. That's it. Very simple. That's how it's set up. All right. Now, the second part of this, jetting. You have to jet these. They are super rich. They do not run right with the factory jet. pretty much no matter how you set, you know, what mods you have or anything, they will not run right, okay? You can take off your screws. You're going to get a set of jets. Mid to upper 60s is usually pretty good. Usually 66, 67, you're going to be right on. Everything, your mods, temperature, elevation, oil mixture, all affects your jetting, okay? So that's just going to be something that you're going to have to play around with. You can get jet kits anywhere from 60 to 70s, anything in between. You're going to take the screws off, pull your jet bowl. There's a gasket right there. Don't lose that. Don't pinch it. Make sure it's there. There's your main jet, okay? I currently have a 65 in here. All you're going to do is unscrew it, take it out, put your new one in, you know, make sure it's nice and snug, gasket, put it on, put your screws in, make sure they're nice and snug, and you're good to go. There's guys that are doing 55, 60 miles an hour with these carbs, and they don't leak like these pieces of shit. These are garbage. They work okay. You really got to know how to set the float bowls and stuff like that, but they're problematic, okay? Unlike these are pretty reliable. Jet them right. Get the cable hooked in right. Get a decent air filter, okay? And you're good to go. It's as simple as that. No air fuel screws to turn on the clones. Just a main jet. No needles. It's already, if you look inside, there's little orifices in there. And that is basically your slide blocks those orifices. And as it opens, it uncovers. There's one orifice. And then full throttle, there's two. That's it. Very simple. All right. Peace.